So hello adventurers and welcome to the club. In today's episode I want to show you another Altoids style survival tin I have made. And this is actually quite special. As some of you may have seen already, or did read in the title, it's made out of a fish can. Yeah, a sardine can survival kit. And this little strap here, it used to have a little compass inside, but I have removed it as it wasn't accurate and I have to exchange it for a better one. This just snaps in place and then it pulls right out. Just like this. Yeah. Nice little thing. Opens like this. Little tiny carabiner hook. Yeah, not bad. It makes it even more useful. But now it's time for a little explanation. We all have seen those survival kit in a can kits, cans, whatever. And well, actually, as much as I like the idea, I think the contents I can do better. And that's why I have made my own version of the survival kit in a sardine can. And here it is. So let's go ahead and open it. Those little rubber bands, some call them ranger bands, are self-made, and I will show in a video how to do this. And yeah, the lid is made out of wood. I have sawed it out and filed it till it fits snug. And so, let's dig right into it. Here we have a piece of aluminium foil. Next, a strong water bag. Some hand sanitizer, also good as a fire starter. The next item here is actually two items. Two zip ties, very useful. And here we have a bit tinder. Next on, some sugar-free candy. Just go get a fresh breath if you are finding a nice woman out there. And the next thing is a dextrose candy. Here we have a bit of snare wire. It's very strong, very useful. Some feet of fishing line. As you see, this is all self-made here. We have a little notebook, also self-made. Yeah. The next item, a little piece of rope. Let's put this out. Yeah, of course a lighter. I mean, this thing is far better than the 3 matches they gave you in those sardine can kits. MacGyver purple paper clips, very useful. A piece of bubble gum, a little candle which I have pre-burned so it will ignite easier, a piece of hot glue with 2 pins stuck into it. That's the main brand stuff, the good one. And a band-aid. That's a medical grade one. Anti-stick protection kind of thing, very strong. 2 little safety pins. And glued inside here, a sharp X-Acto blade. And I will add 2 toothpicks, the pencil, and 2... what will it be? I mean, I know it already. but it will be 2 steel nails. Also very useful. I mean, you don't need a hammer out there, just take a big round stone and push them in where you want them. And yeah, that's it. Is it? Here a bit of a close-up of the blade, which I won't take out yet. And yeah, this is my own version of the Sardin Can survival kit. And now let me give you a nice and slow pan around so you can see all the items I have managed to fit in here. And yes, it is actually about twice as much as in those cans you can buy. And well, if you ask me, I think those items here are also far more useful than the ones you get in the commercially available kit. I mean, those survival cards, yeah, the less said about them the better. And the matches, well, yeah, I like matches, but if you get them wet, you're screwed. And the big tea light candle is also one of those things that just takes up way too much space, so that's why I've used this little beeswax candle. So, now it's time to put my little ranger bands back on, and as you see, they are fitting down here very tight. There is really no chance that this will ever come apart, and that's also one of the things that I wanted to mention, because if you have opened the commercially available fish can kit, there's no way to put all the contents back in. I mean, you could store them of course in your pockets if you have enough pockets, or in the supplied water bag, but then you can't use the water bag anymore. So yeah, also a thing that I guess is better here. And the wooden lid, of course, on this box here can also be used as a cutting board, or well, as a fire starter if necessary. And I have added here a bit of duct tape, so yeah, to have a bit of tape extra, it's always a good thing. Yeah, and now let me show you another trick. This thing came with a little compass attached that fell out, so I have to glue it back in, but it's actually quite useful. You have this jeans-like button here, and yeah, and the way I use this is actually quite simple. I just slip it under here, and then I snap the button, and yeah, that way I have something to hang it on. So if it doesn't fit in my pockets, I just hang it on my backpack or something else. So, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have enjoyed it, well, why not join the club and subscribe to this channel, and leave some comments down below. I read them all. And now a little extra part in which I will tell you why I think those little survival kits are such a great thing. Well, there are some people out there who don't like them, and I get their point. I mean, it's obviously not much stuff, but the point here is, for the most generic hikers out there, it's about having those items in such a small kit, or have nothing at all. I mean, especially things like the lighter, or even the band-aids. If you get a blister, yeah, you poke it open with the needle, put the band-aid on top, and you're good to go. Or the little dextrose candy. This is a real energy booster. The hand sanitizer, in this day and age, something we all appreciate, and even if we don't need it to sanitize our hands, we can always use for other sanitary purposes, and even as a fire starter. The snare wire, I don't assume someone will do snares if he is just out there for 1 or 2 nights, which is the actual purpose of this kit. But yeah, it's a strong wire and you can use it for all sorts of things. You can build a shelter with it by tying some branches together. The toothpick, the toothpick is always useful if you have something between your teeth, but there are also other uses and other things like the paper clips, even if it's just something like the SIM card in your phone doesn't work anymore and you have to get it out and clean it to put it back in, and the little notebook and pencil, it's just if you have to write something down, a poem, a haiku, or just your the place you're heading for. And the strong rubber bands, you can also use them to tie some branches together, and also the zip ties, and it's all sorts of nice stuff in here.